education time. So now we are going to do exercise of class 5th NSO chapter 1 animals. So we have already done the theory part, so please watch that video, link in the description. Now let us start from question number 1, which is of the exercises. On basis of habitat, koala belongs to group 1 whereas bat belongs to group 2. So we know koala, so they are asking on basis of habitat. So let's sort out these animals by saying are they arboreal, amphibian, terrestrial, aerial, etc. So let's write them down. So first one, koala, as we know, koala is arboreal. So that means first one will be arboreal. So here A, first one is A, arboreal, that means A is the right answer. And if you still see, second one is a bat, which belongs to the aerial group, and in A, arboreal and aerial both are there. So that both are there in correct order. So that means A is the right answer. Now let us see the next one. Refer to the given list of few animals. So here we see a lizard, a snake, a frog, an earthworm, a fish, a crocodile. So here they are asking how many of these breathe through moist skin. So if we see lizard, snake and crocodile breathe through lungs. Like us, as they are reptiles, and fishes they breathe through gills. So they can't breathe through moist skin. That means only earthworm and frog breathe through moist skin. So here one earthworm and frog. So that means there are two creatures which breathe through moist skin. So here B is the right answer. Select the option that on unscrambling gives the name of the network of tubes in insects that help in see here A will be EOSN. So when you unscramble it, it will become NOSE. And when you do B, it is lungs. B is LUNGS, lungs. Now the C is spiracles. So now next one is trachea. We know nose, lungs and spiracles can't be the right answer because they are not the network of tubes in insects that helps aeration of the body tissue. That means D will be the right answer, and if you still unscramble it, it will become trachea. Trachea is the network of tubes in insects that helps aeration of the body tissue. Select the odd one out on basis of eating habits. So now if you see here, A is human, B is bear, C is chimpanzee. You know, human, bear and chimpanzee have one thing in common, that they are omnivorous. Now if you see D is a snake. If it is a non-venomous or venomous, it doesn't matter. It is always carnivorous. So that means D will be the right answer because it's the odd one out. Yeah. Select the incorrect statement. They are asking incorrect, not correct. So if you see, during breathing, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. So 1 will be right. 1 will be the right answer. So any option that has 1 will be taken out. Like A and D is taken out because it has 1. Now if you see the second one, amphibians and reptiles breathe through the moist skin. Some amphibians like frogs do breathe through moist skin, but the reptiles, they don't breathe through moist skin but rather breathe through lungs, just like us mammals. So that means second one will is the incorrect statement. So now if you see, swallow is a flightless bird, which is false. We know some flightless birds, and in the flightless bird, swallow doesn't come. A swallow is a bird that flies, so it is not a flightless bird. That makes 2 and 3 the wrong one. Now let us check the fourth one. Now locusts are the most destructive migratory insects, which is true because they form a big group, and they travel and migrate from 5, as I have said in my last video, they could travel from 5 kilometers to more than 100 kilometers. So that, and also if there are crops in the way, they destroy it. So those are, and while destroying crops, they also destroy some other insects also. So that makes them the most destructive migratory insects. So fourth one and first one is the right answer, but they are asking for incorrect statement, not correct statement. So that makes 2 and 3 the incorrect statement, and where 2 and 3 comes is in the B. So B is the right answer. Let's highlight it. Yeah. Select the odd one out on basis of body covering. So you see, A is a frog and others are insects, and most of the insects have these body covering called cuticle. So they use this body covering to protect their soft skin, but they have a hard outer shell, but they have a soft skin. So they need this cuticle. So here A, which is a frog, does not have a cuticle. So now let us see the seventh one. On basis of habitats, which of the following animals belong to the same group which sloth belongs? So if you see, A is a rabbit, and B is a monkey, and C is zebra, and D is deer. So if you see, A, C, D, which is rabbit, zebra, and deer are terrestrial animals which live on land. But this monkey, just like the sloth, is an arboreal animal, because it lives most of its life on the trees. So B is the right answer. Now let us see the next one. Next one is the 8th one. So they're asking to see this Venn diagram and asking what is P. Now if you see, P breathes through skin and breathes through lungs. ಈಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ P ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಇಂದನೂ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂದನೂ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥವಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಾಲ್ಫಿನ್ ಇದೆ, ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಫಿಶ್ ಎರಡರಿಂದನೂ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಾಲ್ಫಿನ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಥವಾರ್ಮ್ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಇಂದನೂ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ನೀರಲ್ಲಿರುವಾಗ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆವಾಗ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Now let's see the 9th one. Select the incorrect match. Crawl, lizard, slither, kangaroo, hop, rabbit, run, horse. We know a lizard crawls, rabbit hops, and a kangaroo doesn't slither. Here it's given it is slithering, but a kangaroo hops just like a rabbit does. So that, and if you see D will become run. A horse does run. So if you see here, they are asking for the incorrect match. That makes B the incorrect match, because B must be the incorrect match, because it is the match which because it is the only option which it is given wrong. Let's do that. So B is the correct answer, as it is the incorrect match. So now let's see the 10th question. So in order to escape unfavorable conditions, X makes the longest migration of any animal X refers to. So if you see all this, now let's see the option. So here is given a locust and a monarch butterfly and the Arctic tern and a humpback whale. So here we know a locust does not do the longest, but the most destructive, not the longest. So here it is a monarch butterfly. Monarch butterfly goes from Canada to Mexico. And the D is a humpback whale. Humpback whale goes from Antarctic to its normal breeding ground, which is Australia. So now if you see the Arctic tern, it goes from all the way Arctic to Antarctic and Antarctic to Arctic, which makes it the longest migration of any animal. So, and also it travels 71,000 kilometers. Wow! I forgot to highlight. So, the Arctic tern is the right answer, which is also C. On scrambles is given letter in groups of to adaptation to get the name of the adaptation showed by the leaf insect. So, if you know, the leaf insect adaptation is mimicry. So, now if you see all at once, first one is estivation. Second one is B is mimicry, and if you see, and the third one is migration. D is hibernation. So a leaf insect doesn't go on a long sleep in summer, and it doesn't go to other places because of unfavorable condition. Neither it goes to a long sleep in the winter, which is estivation, migration and hibernation, which lives as mimicry. The B one is the mimicry, as I said, and a leaf insect mimics the leaf. So it means B is the right answer. Let's make it this. So yeah, match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct answer. So correct option. So if you see here, they have given armadillo, and the column 1 they have given armadillo, lizard, polar bear and emu. And in the column 2 they have given their adaptation, which is a scale, a feather, a bony armor and fur. So now let's color match it. So the armadillo has a bony armor. So let's make it in the brown color. And the next one is the lizard. The lizard has a scale just like any other reptile. So that makes it so that is its adaptation or its adaptation type. So now next one is the polar bear. We know that the polar bear has fur, has dense fur for cold condition, and also it mimics it also mimics the snow. And the fourth one is emu. So if you see emu, it has feathers because it is a bird. So I have color matched it. So if you write it down, it will become armadillo will become into C. So which is 1C. So here 1C comes in B and D only. Then the second one is 2A, which will in here only in B. 2A is there. So you don't need to check further. B is the right answer. But if you still check further, polar bear is for D, fur, and emu is for B, feather. So which makes B the right answer. Yes. Now let's see the next page, which is the 13th one. Select the option in which all numbers are correctly grouped on basis of their eating habits. See here, chimpanzee, bear, crow. Now the next one is rabbit, cow, deer, and the next one is eagle, tiger, shark. So first one is omnivorous, all of them are omnivorous. Second one, all of them are herbivorous, and third one, all of them are carnivorous. So all of them are the right answer? Yes, all of these, which comes in D. Let's make it big. Refer to the given statement and select the option that correctly states them as true, for and the false one. So let's see. Wings of house lions and bee are made up of scales. True. And the next one is ducks and penguins swim with the help of their webbed feet, which is also true. Next one is crocodiles and snakes crawl on ground. A crocodile crawls on ground, but a snake doesn't crawl on ground, but rather slithers on ground, which makes it false. Now, if you see the fourth one, sharks and whales and dolphins breathe through blowholes. Whales and dolphins do breathe through blowholes, but a shark doesn't breathe through a blowhole, but breathes through its gills, which makes it false. This pattern, which is TTFF, is B. Now let's see the 15th one. Select the incorrect pair. Arboreal woodpecker, correct. Aquatic seahorse, correct. Amphibian salamander, correct. Aerial walrus, no. Walrus is a mammal, but it comes on land and water. So it is a mammal that lives in water, just like a whale or a whale and dolphin. It breathes through its lungs, so that does not make it aerial, because a walrus does not fly. Yes. Now next one is achiever section. Okay, now 16th one. Refer to the animals shown here and select the incorrect option regarding them. So here P is a tiger, Q is a deer, R is a giraffe, and S is a rabbit, and a T is a hyena. So Q and R have sharp front teeth for cutting and flat back teeth for grinding. Q and R, which is herbivorous, they do have sharp front teeth because they have to cut their leaves, and they have flat back teeth because they have to grind their food. So that makes Q and R correct, but they are asking the incorrect option, not correct option. So here now B is bodies of P and T are covered with fur. P and T are covered with fur, so this is the right answer. So B, they are asking for incorrect option. P and T are carnivorous, whereas Q and S are herbivorous. P and T are carnivorous. This might be a scavenger, but a scavenger is a type of carnivore which feeds on dead animals. But they do feed on animals, and the definition of carnivore is feeding on animals. So P and T are carnivore, Q, R and S are herbivores. That makes it the correct one, but we are searching for the incorrect one. So if you see, P, Q, R are terrestrial animals, whereas S and T are arboreal animals. So P, Q, R are terrestrial animals, but S and T are not arboreal animals, as S is a hare and T is a hyena. So hyena does not live on trees, and hare also does not live on trees, making D the incorrect one. The false statement that makes it the correct answer. Now they are asking, read the given passage regarding the types of body covering, where few words have been italicized. So here if you see, body of an amphibian and reptiles are covered with scales. So here the amphibian is italicized. So here is a body of a reptile is covered with scale, but the body of an amphibian is not covered with scale, but it has its own skin. So that makes amphibian will not come there, and scales are soft overlapping structure that do not let water in. This is wrong. So because scales are hard overlapping structure and they do not let water in, that is right. So that makes and also soft is the italicized word, and the next italicized word is insect. Some insects also have scales, which is right. They are saying some, but not all insects, because some flying insects, some aerial insects like honeybee or dragonfly have these scales. Now, if you see, they are asking for the incorrect option here. So, amphibian must be replaced by fishes, which is right, but they are asking for the incorrect option. Next one is B. Shop should not be replaced as it is correctly mentioned, which is wrong, because scales are hard overlapping structure, not soft overlap. structure, which makes B the right answer. But if you still check C, insects should not be replaced as it is correctly mentioned, which is right. Some insects do have scales, making B and B the incorrect one, incorrect statement, and also the correct answer. So let's take it. Here they are saying both B and C, but C is the correct one. Yes. Now let's see the 18th question. Refer to the given flow chart and select the incorrect option regarding L to O. So here, if you see body covered, so here let's note down what it can be. So here a body of animal is covered with feathers and it can fly. Yes. So L is covered with feathers and it can also fly. So that's L should be a bird which can fly. So L will be a bird. B-I-R-D. So next one is the body of this animal is covered with feathers. Yes. And it can fly. No. So M must be a flightless bird. So now if you see the N, the body of the animal is covered with feathers. No. It breathes through gills. Yes. So N must be a fish and should be a fish. And if you see the O, the body of animals is covered with feathers. No. It breathes through gills. No. So this O can be a reptile, an amphibian, or a mammal like us. So they can O is not specifically mentioned. So L could breathe through lungs, whereas O could breathe through skin. So yes, the birds do breathe through lungs, and this O could be amphibian or an earthworm, making it breathe through skin. M could be warm-blooded, whereas N could be cold-blooded animal. So if you see M is a bird, whereas N is kind of like a fish, is an aquatic animal because it breathes through gills. That makes it a cold-blooded animal, which is most likely a fish. So if you see next, L could be penguin, M could be duck. So if you see L, it can fly. If and L is could be a penguin, they are saying, and it is written it can fly. We know for a fact that penguins do not fly, and they are saying M could be a duck. Well, M as a bird, it is also a water bird, but it can also fly short distances. It can't fly, cannot be M. So if you see L, we know that a penguin does not fly, even though it's a water bird. It does not. It is an aquatic bird rather than a water bird, because it dives in the water, does not stay in the level of the water, and also and a penguin cannot fly. But if it was a duck, it could fly, making it the correct right statement, but they are asking for the incorrect one, making it the false statement and the correct answer. And the D is O could be an animal like a reptile or a mammal, which is true. As I told, it can be a reptile, amphibian, or a mammal. That is not specified. So here, refer to the Venn diagram and select the option that correctly identifies X, Y, and Z. So X is an animal that possesses webbed feet but does not possess feathers. So this animal cannot be a bird. So if you see here, B, C, D, the X1 is all birds. So that makes B, C, D not the right answer, but A the right answer, because a frog does not have feathers, does not have flippers, but only possesses in the Venn diagram, the thing it only possesses is the webbed feet. Then Y is penguin. Y possesses all of those. It possesses flippers, a webbed feet, and it also possesses feathers. And Z must be a duck, because only possesses webbed feet and feathers. So A is the right answer. Yes. Identify the odd member in each group based on the on the body covering and select the correct statement. Group 1, snake, crocodile, snail, lizard. Group 2, polar bear, arctic fox, penguin, rabbit. Group 3, shark, guppy, porcupine, rohu. Group 4, hilsa, walrus, whale and dolphin. So here let's see the odd one out in each one, and let's see what it can be replaced, so that we can see which of these options are the right one. So here if you see group 1, snake, crocodile, snail, lizard. So snake, crocodile and lizards are reptiles, and also they have scales as their covering. So here the snail does not have scale, making it the odd one out. Let's highlight that, odd one out. Yeah. Now if you see the group 2, polar bear, arctic fox, penguin, rabbit. So here a polar bear and arctic fox and a rabbit. So here if you see polar bear, arctic fox and rabbit have fur as their covering, but a penguin does not have fur, but rather has these feathers. Let's highlight it. So and group 4, shark, guppy, porcupine, rohu. Shark and guppy have scales, while a porcupine has spines, making it porcupine the odd one out. Next one is group 4, hilsa, walrus, whale, dolphin. Hilsa has scales, while walrus, dolphin and whale does not have scales but have a smooth, it has a skin in front just like us. Like here we have the skin. So it's just like in mammal it has skin. So that makes hilsa the odd one out here. So yes, let's highlight. So here let's see the answers one by one. Crocodile of group 1 should be replaced with a frog. Crocodile of group 1 should not be replaced as crocodile is not the odd one out, but rather the snail. Penguin of group 2 must be replaced by a tiger. So these can be the right answer. Now, but let's see C and D. Porcupine of group 3 must be replaced by oyster. And you might get confused, but an oyster is an aquatic animal, but they are asking on a body covering, making C not the right answer. And D is walrus of group 4 must be replaced by a jellyfish. So walrus is not the odd one out here, making it not the one we have, not the correct answer. So A, C and D are not the correct answer, but D is the right answer. Let's highlight it. So this was the 20th question. Now we have these SOF NSO 2018 question. We are going to do this in our next. We are going to solve these questions in our next video, but not on this video. So please watch our channel to be tuned for this next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, please press the like button and press the notification